We're here with Pete Castle, and he's going to tell us all about what goes into making a show like this.
First of all, coming up with the idea of this, the Reims Show, I was actually laying in bed, travelled around Europe for the last 15, 20 years at the shows and sort of thinking about France and thinking about what we could do in France as a show. And Reims just seemed like the ideal spot. Great location, not too far from the UK either, 2 hours from the UK. It's Champagne region of France, and it's actually got, I think, 5 connecting motorways. A little bit about the social history of France. All the kings and queens of France before the French Revolution were all crowned in Reims. Even the declaration of peace from the Second World War was in Reims, because signed in Reims. Because it's a very central point. You're not that far from the German border. You're not far from Belgium. You're not far from the UK. Yeah. Even Milan's only 6 hours from here. Yeah. So it's a really, really home of carp fishing of France as well. All the big lakes around here, being Lac d'Orient, Lac de Deux. There's some really fantastic fishing, and I've been zigzagging through France for the last 20 years and always been coming past this place, and it's just a fantastic location.
It's a beautiful city as well, isn't it?
Stunning, absolutely stunning.
I mean, we don't look after our cities, do we, in the UK? But God, well, we just sort of went round for a little while, and it was like, wow, this place is unbelievable.
Well, even the cathedral, it is called a Notre Dame again, the same as the one in Paris, and it's absolutely stunning building. And my first job when I left school, I used to work in church restoration, so I've got a bit of a fascination looking at the gargoyles, and I used to work with guys that used to design that and build that. So beautiful city, lovely people, perfect location. I think there's like 150, 200 hotels here. This show's been really great today anyway, but if it gets bigger and bigger, this place can hold it,
I don't think you could have expected the amount of people to be here today as there are for the first ever Carp Reims Show.
I've been pleasantly surprised. When them doors open, and there was like 5 or 6 doors open at the same time, there's so many people coming in, it frightened me a little bit.
We was outside filming, and they were literally like pushing the gates, and the security guards were standing back there.
I've gone for it on Facebook. Again, all the media stuff that I've done over the last 15, 20 years, I've got great contacts in the magazines in Germany and Holland, Belgium and France. Some of these people I've known for a long time. They've helped me out. We've put a bit of money into it and that as well. But the social media stuff, I've learned a hell of a lot over the last 6 months. Brentwood was a great sort of warm-up for me, trial and error. Put a bit of money behind it as well, and just really, really forced it out there. And to talk about the reach, I was pushing nearly 300,000 in France leading up to the show. Weekly reach has just got quite high, because I don't speak or write French. I was having a good go at it, but no, really, really chuffed today. I am absolutely buzzing, full of adrenaline.
I bet.
Quite weirdly, I spent the last 6 months not being able to sleep, and last night I slept like a baby before the show. I think I'd just done everything I possibly could to make it work. And the team, like Lee's got a hell of a lot of experience with running shows. Brentwood's a fantastic show. He understands all the carpets, electric, how to set out a show, where to put the brand. So I think the combination of, he's got a lot of experience in that, I've got a lot of experience in marketing and got a lot of contacts. The team that we've put together, even like the guys, I've got 3 guys running the halls, they're all managers of big companies and stuff, so they're proper hard workers. They've really enjoyed it. They've had a great time, and I'd like to say thank you to all of them, because that support has let me and Lee, do what we need to do best at the show.
The funny thing, we were sort of looking round the show and stuff like that. There's such a difference between the UK shows and the French show.
Yeah.
Nobody's dressed like they're going fishing.
No, there's none of that. But also, I put on the Carpology page, trying to encourage some of the English guys to come over. Bring your wives and girlfriends and that. Fantastic shopping. They can go off to some of the chateaus and drink champagne and stuff like that. And I met a couple of guys over there that were saying they'd done it, and they said their wives and girlfriends are going out. They're having a ball, going on like tour guide sort of things, and they're really, really enjoying it. And that was the mess. It's not far. We've been coming down here for meetings. We've been leaving Colchester at 4 a.m, coming down here for 3 or 4 hour meetings, and we're back in Colchester at 10 o'clock at night. It's just crazy.
Well, we got here this morning and we're going back tonight. Yeah, so brilliant. I'll be back home.
It's nice to see you guys. You've done a great job at Brentwood, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Brilliant.
It's one of those things, really, trying to show people what you do and how you do it, and what these shows are about, and so they can come down and really see the deals you can get as well.
There's a lot of hard work and effort. I know there's a little joke that goes on with Lee Apps, you only work one weekend a year and that, but I've seen a different side of it. It's nearly got me 3 months in. I was like, because it's such an overwhelming experience to try and take us on. But I think we've done it. I'm well chuffed.
I think you have as well, mate. We're with old Bon at the Carp Fighter Lake stand, and I was just going to run through what's special about the Carp Fighter Lakes and why you should book up to come here.
Hello Steve, how are you?
Not too bad. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good,
Yeah, I'm
good.
okay. To present you quickly the Carp Fighter Lake. It's near Le Mans in the Loire Valley in Sarthe, 2 hours from Caen and 5 hours from Calais. We've got 3 lakes. One is 44 acres. It's Carp Fighter Livardière Lake. One is 16 acres, which name is the Prince Lake, and one other is smaller. The name is Black Mortar. For each swim, you've got 4 acres for you only. 4 acres, so lots of water for you. So, for instance, if you want to book the swim free in the middle of the Livardière Lake, you can be there, can book there, there, and there. If you book there, all the place is booked for you. No angler just next to you. You got lots of water all around you. An average of 30 pounds in this lake.
Yeah.
And the biggest is 60. Biggest 60. And I just put around 180 new carp. And between 22 and 28 pounds. Yes, during the winter, you know, to boost a little the competition, the competition between the different carp.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. So get them feeding. So what the social elements, a lot of what English anglers are looking for
Yes.
in lakes when they come to France.
Yeah.
So they want to see sort of what the facilities are there for them to use.
The facilities are just next to the biggest lake,
Yeah.
but all the lake are in the same place.
Right, okay.
So no problem. Facilities. It's in an old farm. I renove the old farm with a room with the fridge, with the freezer, with microwave, everything. And got 2 or 3 WC sanitary.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 shower.
So you must have a lot of lakes approach you to come under your umbrella of carp fishing trips.
Yeah, we do. We've become very, very fussy at the moment because there are lots of lakes out there which are holes in the ground and just not good for the UK anglers or anybody really. So we now only deal with lakes that really want customer care. Albine's Lake, especially the Livardière Lake, you've got 42 acres, 44 acres with 9 swims on. So you've got all that water just for yourself. You've got, and even though there's 9 swims, like if you book number 9, number 1 is closed because somebody is opposite you. So if you book here, this swim is closed. If you book here, that swim is closed. So you've got nobody interrupts you. You've got
That's quite a rare thing, isn't it, really, to have
It's
that?
very rare to see a lake owner who's not money grabbing and just trying to get as many anglers as they can.
Hi guys, I'm Ian McCormack from Sonic. Sonic's my business. I founded it in 2008 with a view of creating a brand that would give anglers great quality gear and also offer them great value for money. We're probably best known as a rod company, and that's really where we started the business, and it's certainly my expertise over the last 30 years is developing fishing rods. So when we launched the brand, we launched it with SK3 and SK4 carp rods. Those have now moved on, and we've got S3 and S4. We also have S6 and we have Gravity X carp rods in the range. And within those ranges you've got rods that really suit every pocket and every use, from small waters to big waters in France where you need to cast a long distance. And my personal favourite and the best rod we do is the now quite well-known Gravity X rod, which I think is the best carp rod in the world, but then I am 100% biased.